All right, so the movie might not have been that good, but at least it gives me a reason to wear my Kraken jersey. Ruby Gillman, you are the teenage Kraken, or however you. This is Ruby Gillman being a teenage Kraken, or whatever. What is it? Ruby Gillman. Oh, it's literally called Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken. Hey guys, it's your guy in the chair here, and look, this is my review for Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken, starring Annie Murphy, Eliza Koshy, Jane Fonda, and I think the star's name is Lana Condor, and was directed by Kirk D'Amico. And our story follows Ruby Gillman, who's this teenage Kraken who, essentially for a majority of her life, she's lived on land. She was never allowed to go into water until her junior prom's coming up, and she's afraid of it, being on the water and things like that. She finally gets in a situation where she falls into the water, finds out she comes from a long heritage of Kraken, strong Kraken female warriors, and she has to learn to cope with those powers, all while still being a normal teenage girl. And that's the gist of what this movie is. It's not a very complicated plot whatsoever. It actually steals from a lot of different sources and combines them all into this little movie. So let's get into what I liked and what I didn't like. All right, so as far as what I liked about the movie, look, it's kind of hard because, being completely honest, I was kind of bored throughout this movie because, like I said, it steals a lot of things. It steals a lot of things from other sources. It really just combines a bunch of different stories, whether it be Little Mermaid, kind of Spider-Man, because of, the whole high school, trying to be a normal kid, being a superhero in quotes, just having powers. It just steals a lot of things from a lot of different places and tries to make it its own thing, but it's just like, I can see what you guys are doing, and it's just not really working. It's like somebody trying to put on like a hand puppet show, and you can just see the motherfuckers behind the box, and it's just not really working for you. It's kind of like, I see what you guys are trying to do here, but it's not really working out. I'll say this though. Lana Condor and Annie Murphy as the two main leads. The Lana Condor was Ruby Gillman, and Annie Murphy from Schitt's Creek was Chelsea, the mermaid. They did really good. I actually, enjoyed Chelsea's performance a lot. Annie Murphy. It's really going to sound like I really didn't enjoy this movie at all. Like I said, guys, I was honestly bored for a good majority of this film. I do really enjoy animated movies, though. Like, I love kids' movies. It's something I enjoy going to. It's to still, retain my youth and make me still feel like a kid. I enjoy animated movies a lot, and I'm not necessarily the type to, like, shit on them. Not that I'm going to shit on this movie, because this isn't necessarily a bad animated movie. It's just a really boring one that really doesn't, reinvent anything, try to make anything new, refreshing. Like, it's kind of very cliched, and while the lesson of the movie is very important, it's kind of been told in other movies and other very more resembling ways, or ways that it'll actually stick with you rather than this. This I can describe as a very forgetful movie, probably one that you'll forget about literally maybe an hour after you've left the theater. It's not really going to be a memorable experience. This is a very by the book animated DreamWorks movie. It's not really doing anything to stand out. It's not really doing anything to, make itself popular. It's crazy because I literally, popular, not popular, but it's not really doing anything to make itself pop, I should say. But here's the thing, like, I literally walked into this theater before, and I'm the only person in the theater at the time, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, this is a kid's movie. Why isn't there a lot more kids, like, wanting to watch this movie? You literally get your answer in, like, the first, 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes of this movie, 5 to 10, is like it's like a cringy version of Little Mermaid. You're literally just watching the same aspiration that Ariel had to go to land. She has to, she knows she's supposed to avoid the sea, but at the same time, she has that aspiration to go out there and figure out what she is and understand, who she wants to be, especially once she gets the powers, because she's afraid once she gets them. But then once she finds out, her mom gives her a little backstory into their history, she wants to go explore and figure out who she really is. And the movie, it works. It's a cool story. It's not anything special. Like I said, this movie just really doesn't do anything out of the box to really try to grab you or make you, really appreciate what's going on screen. The animation is cool. There's some good stuff going on. You've seen better. Yeah, look, animation. Look, with Spider-Man, with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse being out, it's really going to be hard for animated movies to really, deliver, so like deliver on certain aspects, especially the animation standpoint. So you're gonna have to step it up in a lot of other categories. This movie, by the end of the year, will really just be a very forgetful. It'll just be a blimp at that point. That's what this movie is going to be. It's going to be a blimp on the calendar that you'll go back after the year and look and say, oh yeah, I did go see that, and just move on with the rest of your day. But look, overall, Ruby Gillman is a very average intro to the DreamWorks universe. It's an okay movie, not anything really special. Didn't really wow me. The voice actors, I think they all did a good job. I think the voice actors actually did a really good job. Sam Richardson's in this movie, actually. Love Sam Richardson. Will Forte, Jane Fonda. Who else? Who else did a good job? Toni Collette. Yeah, so, I mean, it's a talented voice cast. It just didn't really come with any other talent but the cast itself. So that's what you're getting from this movie. So for all those reasons and so many more, guys, I'm going to give Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken, a 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, so Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Be sure to comment below your thoughts on the film. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and so much more, guys. Look, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. This is your guy in the chair. More content coming to you soon.